Alright, welcome back to an episode of Satisfactory. It's unfortunate, but I'm going to have to do this a little bit differently than I normally would. I have to do this post-commentary style. So, there I was trying to fix my mic, or not fix my mic, but fix my mouse. And unfortunately, in the last episode, as you guys saw with text, it all disappeared, or not disappeared, all the audio for like the next couple episodes didn't get recorded because I didn't notice at the time, but I hit stop recording, and I also had muted my microphone, around that same time, so I'm not really sure what happened. I'm pretty sure I hit stop recording, and then I was still moving my mouse at the time, and then I clicked again and I muted my mic, so well, that's how it is when you have a... There I was trying to figure out how the calendar worked. But, it's unfortunate that, I ended up, muting my mic on accident. Didn't mean to. Wow, this is a while ago. I have such a small inventory now in this episode. I've progressed quite the distance. No, I'm actually sitting at a crisp episode 60, I think it is. So I've already recorded all the way to episode 60. So I'm really sorry if you guys give me, ideas or things like that. I tend to try and check my comments, especially since I have somebody actually commenting on my videos. Thanks again. You know who you are. You're the only one that I think watches consistently and messages in there. But yeah, thank you again for your comments. They mean a lot to me. It means I'm growing slowly, and hopefully with enough time, I will continue to grow. Oh yeah, I didn't realize that this was a game. I don't know how long this has been here, but this is fun. If you're waiting for something to be done, you're waiting for some kind of technology to come through, you can play a little bit of Tetris. Except it's not really Tetris, it's somewhat Tetris. Oh, excuse me. I've been drinking quite a few brewskis. So I'm a little burpy. I didn't even realize I could have done that. Done the blue and then the dot below it. And worked out. Instead I fucked things up somewhere. But yeah, this is a fun little thing. I don't really know. I don't think you can rotate. It's a certain tiles. I'm pretty sure you just get like the one thing, but then again, I don't know. But this is fun, And then they give you like little bonuses to like work for. Fortunately, I had nothing for that. If I could rotate some of them, I would have taken that too and rotated it. But yeah. I'm really not good at it. I wonder if you can rotate, certain pieces. That would make it a lot more easier for me to do stuff, because it's like, I don't know, part of me was just like kind of struggling to find pieces that fit, but it gives you a bunch of different angles. Like you can see there was a bunch of those L's in every different direction. I kind of came close to the first star, but man, I can't imagine getting to 1,000. And that's just the first level, which has no issues. The other ones have a lot more issues to them. I always seem to get the one that I don't need. Like I got that zigzag, but I need a different zigzag. Oh, that was a little bit of a surprise. I didn't think I was going to be able to get that one in there. No, that's fine. Here's where I started to learn, maybe I should just go quicker. Maybe it's not all about just, filling in the spots, but, how quickly you can do all this. and then it's just like, okay, go, you know, next tile. Or I guess next box. I guess I'm packaging up stuff. I mean, this was a nice like little mini game. Again, I remember I'm really just disappointed that I couldn't get the normal audio in here. You know, it would have been nice to have, you know, my actual audio. Hey, I hit the first star. Look at that. And then realized it during the time. But yeah, I think you just throw a bunch of stuff into a box. You send it off. Obviously, the more stuff you can get fitted into a box, the better. But it's like, just throw a bunch in there. Throw a bunch of the expensive points in there. Send it off. You got 88% on my most filled package. But yeah, that was fun. That was a fun little mini game. Again, I don't know what's up with my textures. It's really trashed. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with them. I'll have to like verify my files one day, but that's gonna take forever. And it's not really like something that, you know, disrupts enough. It's like only a few things are that way where it's like really blurry. Does that make sense? I never noticed that even the employee in the little inventory panel was kind of messed up too. They weren't crisp. They usually are. They're all blocky. See, and I think here I am talking about it, you know, because I mean, yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's like everything's on the lowest setting or made out of clay, and I don't know, apparently, once again, my main man who's been commenting on my videos, he said that he looked at it in the internet, which I thank you for looking into this stuff for me, because I don't know, I was just busy recording. I was just trying to record as much as possible. So I have footage, and of course it's sad because now I have to sit, and I think there's like 4 episodes, so there's at least 2 hours worth of footage that I just didn't realize that my microphone was muted. But now I'm like always paranoid. I'm always looking at the record overlay. I'm just sad, you know. You would just think with something that's like an overlay that, you know, you could set it up so that you know, it can be like blocked out, or that you won't be interfering with it. You know, it's like even if I locked my mouse to the screen, like even if Satisfactory, wow. Even if Satisfactory had that option to like lock my mouse to the screen or to the game, maybe that's one thing. Maybe if it was to the screen, it wouldn't have solved anything, and maybe if it was to the game, it would solve my issue, but they don't have that. I looked through it, they don't have that option. And the Xbox overlay that I'm using to record this also doesn't have the option to, you know, not be interactable with, you know, to be, you know, left away. And there's no way of getting rid of it either, you know, so that it doesn't show up, because that would be another thing. I wouldn't mind just, you know, going off of some other timer. You know, I could set a timer on my phone, you know, to go off every 30 minutes, and that would be, you know, better than the overlay, you know, because then at least I won't have to worry about it. But for whatever reason, I just think there's too much going on in Satisfactory. Maybe I've loaded in too much. Maybe I just need to pull my draw distance back. But the draw distance is nice. It's a nice quality that I don't mind having the overlay going with, because you can see slugs so much better with long draw distance. And that one storage unit, I didn't even bother seeing if it was lined it up. Yeah, neither of them got lined it up, actually. That's why I like putting concrete foundations down, because it's just so much easier to make sure shit's lined up. I mean, sure, you get like free place with the normal ground, you know, you can kind of place it anywhere, but you can get all these height differences. Like the storage unit I just put down is the back end is up slightly than the first one, and you can see it off of that storage unit. They get these like little feet to stand on. But yeah, I think I'm gearing up for some coal. Man, this is a long time ago. Yeah, I don't know if you guys knew that, but you can jump onto the little reefs. You know, I thought that was cool that you could sit on top of the reefs. You know, I don't know what practicality that would have, but you know, that was a fun little thing I found out. Still collecting packages, I see. I haven't given up on picking up a pack. Oh, I haven't even tapped into that extra copper node yet. Wow, this is such a long time ago. I'm gonna try my best not to spoil anything. I don't think I do, but I don't think I will be spoiling anything. And now those constructors can start constructing. See, this is just kind of the thing that I don't really get. You know, I'm running office stuff, and it just seems like for some reason certain things just can handle more than what, you know, it said that they could. Got a nice sneak attack in there, nice drop down attack. Too bad it doesn't add like momentum damage to that. That would have been fun. You know, you build up some speed, and you could just go flying into something and kill it. That would be fun. That I could see having some applications. Dangerous little copper area. Would not want to fall off anytime soon. See, and these are impure too, and I haven't had any like real need for copper outside of these two impure nodes. It's kind of quite something. I mean, I do tap in. Well, I don't want to say anything because again, I don't want to give anything away. We're just gonna have to try keep best to not knowing what's going to happen. But like, you know, those machines, this 3 copper. Even the one making piping, I think one makes piping. I mean, yeah. Even this one that takes up 2. You know, it's like I'm using up 4 copper ingots in a second, I guess. And that one smelter is just doing fine. It's not having an issue at all. Yeah, it's doing pretty good. I don't know, this post commentary thing, I'm not a big fan of it because it's like, unless you actually have a topic to talk about, there's really nothing to talk about, you know, because it's like, you can kind of see what's happening, and I don't really remember my thought pattern on what was happening. But yeah, still making that biofuel. With my weird setup. Gotta make sure those jennies keep working. I still don't get over those shakes, man. When the goddamn packages fall, it just shakes your entire screen like an earthquake's going off. I wonder if Pain in the Ass is still around. I mean, there's one, but I don't think that's the one. Maybe he is. I don't know. I really don't like the whales, like, at all. I think the whales are stupid. And that you should be able to kill the whales. And get something out of it, like alien blubber.
Merry Christmas, you filthy
Oh yeah. Merry Christmas, you filthy animals. There, I'm lagging because I'm loading in all that terrain over there past the air. I don't know how this happened. It must have landed on top of a whale, and then the whale moved away. Because that just baffles me. And they can stack. Oh, excuse me, they can stack. I didn't realize that they could stack up. I think it did at this time, but like, that's like a rare thing, because I don't think I've seen that happen. And they're still falling to this day, you know. I kind of ignore them now, more than anything else, but Saying that, oh my god, triple stack. We got a triple stack of prezzies. I don't even bother picking it up. I think I was like too mystified by it. I liked it so much. And I had that triple stack going. You know, do not dare interrupt it. Or disturb it, I should say. Not interrupt, but disturb. It's too precious. Oh man, I'm gonna be glad once I am done recording all these post commentaries, because then I can just get back into cranking out these videos. I've been pretty good. I think maybe once or twice I end up messing up and stopping my recording, but usually I'm on it and I noticed it because pretty much anytime I click on the game, something's supposed to be doing something, and so I've now gotten kind of more or less trained that when I do click and nothing happens, then I'm clicking on the overlay. And then I check. And I'm like, yep, I was clicking on that damn overlay. My recent deforesting act. Did you guys know that there are some like rich people out there, like, I don't know, Trump rich kind of people, that are going around and buying up the Amazon forest, or Amazon rainforest, and not for like the reasons you think, oh, they're gonna like, privatize it and make it so that people can't use it. That's kind of the gist that they are doing it for, but it's so that people can't just go in there and cut down a whole bunch of it, because then it's like, then it's not just unowned or just owned by, the government. Now it's owned by private people, and you can't just go onto private property and cut down trees. So they're kind of protecting the rainforest, even though it would be seemingly like the opposite. Plus, who knows? Maybe they'll get it mapped out eventually, and then once it's mapped out, then people might feel more comfortable. Oh yeah, these are like roots. Those ground roots, they're so good. I personally love them because it's like the only wood that you can just pick up without having to cut something down. And they're just like the best for doing this stuff. I think I'd try and go for the slug. I don't know. I could get the slug now, realizing it, but I couldn't during this time. Have to remember to go back and grab that one. But yeah, that's all I got really on the. Oh, I guess I got another story. Story time, post commentary story time with Cotton. Oh my god, my voice is all kinds of screwed up. But somewhere in the United States, because it's the home of the, I don't know, craziest shit you can imagine, I guess. Some dude committed armed robbery with his feet. Yeah, I know. I don't remember what he was like robbing. But he was a paraplegic, and he was paralyzed. He couldn't use his arms, so he had to use his feet instead. And of course, he had a fake gun. It was just like a bluff in a sense. But this guy, he goes into wherever. He hands the cashier a note saying, "Hand over everything, don't raise alarm." And then he pulls out the gun. And I tell you, people didn't take him seriously, and I wouldn't either. It's like, even if it was a real gun and he was really threatening to shoot people, I'm pretty sure you could put some moves on him. I'm pretty sure you could sit there, get some jukes going on, because not only do I feel like it would be really hard to hold on to an actual gun with your feet.
You are so lucky that you found this most valuable artifact.
I think that was the first time she talked to me, so I was like, Jesus, is that you? Are you talking to me, God? What the hell? And this is when she gets really fucking annoying. I don't like this change so much, and it wouldn't be so bad if it was more or less spaced out, but you know, there's an alien there. I don't want to just run in and grab that work in progress, the thing that is, you know, useless to me. And then I saw there's two motherfuckers.
Your contract legally compels you to harvest
Yeah,
this
it
artifact.
legally compels me to. It doesn't say I have to, so. But, you know, it's just, she's just relentless, you know, with the whole whip, you know. It's a work in progress. It does me nothing, you know.
Harvest.
The other one finally worked his way around. There, I'm trying to juke. I mean, that's like 5 times.
Proceed with harvest before it's too late.
She's told me to pick up this thing now 5 times within like the span of, I don't know, a couple seconds. And it's like, my God, stop talking to me. And so now I'm just trying to like multitask, get my health back up there so I can take on this other alien, like a mean alien doggo. This is the alien doggo. Alien doggos, not fun. Lizard doggos, good fun. But I think she even tells me like 2 more times to pick this shit up. Also, I got a little bit of a cheese going on here with this rock that was behind me. Couldn't knock me over. But see, look, it's just it's a work in progress. Why would you add something like that? You know, where it would annoy the shit out of you to collect something that's completely useless to you. But back to the story before the end of the episode, because we're kind of rolling up there on the time. But yeah, not only do I think it would be kind of hard to like physically hold on to the gun, because the gun has a lot of recoil to it, you know, a lot of pushback, and it's hard for people who actually have hands to hold on to it. And this guy had it in between like his big toe and I don't know what it would be, the pointer toe. You know, it's like if you think the big toe is the thumb. You know, then you got the pointer toe, the middle toe, ring toe. Yeah, I guess it's a ring toe. And then the
New
pinky toe.
technologies can be developed based on this new superconductive.
Oh, I didn't realize. I thought that. Oh no, that was a node. It's a.
A new research tree can now be accessed in.
There's an actually limestone deposit node, but there was a cranium smaller node. It's just an individual node on top of it. Well, yeah, and the other thing is you know, for him to like, you know, move to re-aim. I think he was aiming with both of his feet. You know, kind of like how people, you know, hold the gun with like both of their hands. That's kind of what he was doing, but with his feet. He was holding it with both of his feet. And so, as the cashier moved around, he would have to hold the gun with one foot. So I don't think he could pull the trigger with the one foot. Like, a foot has its limits. It's not as, you know, manipulable as a hand is. So he would have to take one foot off the gun, reach down with his foot, and turn his wheelchair because he didn't have use of his hands. So it's like he could walk, but he needed his hands for everything. So he always kind of needed to be in like a sitting position. And you know, I think he missed out on a golden opportunity. You know, because I'm pretty sure you could juke him if you needed to. Plus, like I say, you know, he shoots once, gun goes flying out of his foot. You know, you just gotta dodge one bullet. You know, just make sure to move to where he's like turning already, then juke back around. You know, go for him. Plus, you can always just tip the chair over. What is he gonna do then? You know, take away his mobility. I think my body was punishing me there for that joke. It's just like, give me a little acid reflex. But yeah, he should have had on the note on his foot-written note that you know, you should foot over the cash. Don't raise any alarm. Instead, hand over the cash. There's a lot of puns that could have been, you know, said. If you guys want to check that out, I think that was like Donut Operators. That's the YouTube channel that I saw the video on, Donut Operator. And I think it's like his most normal, most recent one. I don't know. You can see. I mean, I'm pretty sure the screenshot. Wow, I picked up one wire and I evened it out to a flat 500 stack. That's crazy. That means I was at 499 beforehand. I just randomly picked up one one unit of copper. Right. But yeah, you know, I'm noticing like a little trend here. Like this isn't producing enough anymore. So I think that's what I'm pointing out there. Is that I need to like hook up the other miner because it's just not funding enough. But I think we're getting close to the end of the episode here. Oh, never mind, 6 more minutes. What else? Oh, one thing I want to do later on in my life. You know, hopefully sooner than later. You know, hopefully for like another YouTube series kind of a thing. Is I want to go and buy storage lockers. You know, from storage places. And see what they have. You know, obviously I want to be there to like keep the personal stuff, like Moist Critical. You guys may know Moist Critical, and also known as Penguin Zero and all this other stuff. Also known as Guy Who Wears White Shirt. Yeah, Charlie, the unicorn. No, but Charlie. He did that once, and he ended up scoring pretty big. I mean, I think he definitely got his money's worth out of it. He ended up getting so many sport cards, and even though he wasn't like a big sport card collector, you know, he was still a card collector because he would collect like Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I don't know if he would collect anything other than Yu-Gi-Oh cards, but he definitely collected a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And you know, they would do that poll stuff where you open up a package and you go through what you grab and all that stuff. I think that's where I was messing around with that mouse again. That pesky mouse. That's the mouse dance. Right there, you just have to wiggle around, do the wiggle dance, get that dang mouse out of the way. But I think it would be cool just to see, you know, kind of into other people's lives, past lives, whatever. But like, if there's anything personal, I would probably try. Look how many leaves there are here. This is just a ridiculous amount of bushes. Like, that was a fuck ton of leaves of bushes. Like, I try not to like waste the fuel and only cut into, you know, things. But look at that. There's even still more bushes here in this like little crevassy down area. And then look, there's even more. It's just bush central. Bush central. Kind of glad I hit that up first. See, underneath here, before there used to be vines. Those like roots. And that was like a tall tail, and you saw those on the side of the little rock face. You could easily find more roots there. But you know, look, and then there's even more. And there's one in the middle, and then there's just even more right there in the crack, and then there's even more. So many bushes. It was that like little area was crazy, and then there's even like this little area full of bushes as well. But yeah, I think let's see that yellow slug. Oh yeah, there was like a bush way underground. Some things in this game are still kind of like finicky. Bushes spawn underground. Some of the grass isn't attached to the ground. Some of the stuff is out of reach. You know how it is. They have a pretty solid game here. You know, I think they should just keep producing more stuff, and then, you know, it's fun to find like a bug or a glitch or an error every so often. So, you know, I think they're doing pretty good. Besides that one glitch where I jumped up on a tree to get a slug, and then I got stuck on the tree, got glitched into the tree somehow. That could probably be fixed up a bit. But, yeah, I don't know. I think I'm calling it here. I have 2 minutes left. I noticed that slug over there, the yellow power slug. I think I'm saying to myself, there has to be something guarding it. There's rarely ever like a slug just sitting there, free. There's usually something protecting it. Or it's like in a really difficult place to get to. It's like one or the other. But yeah, just I think this was pretty much just me running around collecting a bunch of plants, but yeah, I think the stored units have a good like possibility to them. Lots of stuff you can do with them, and they're kind of like a mystery show, because you never know what you're gonna walk into. Like, you never know what you're gonna get. Just like, I don't think Moist Critical sat there and thought, oh, I'm just gonna open this locker up that was supposedly owned by a person from NASA and end up coming out with some basketball cards that were worth a lot. There was some Michael Jordan cards that he had worth a shit ton. You can look that one up too. I think it's just a storage locker titled video. I don't really know all of them, but all of these things by heart, all these details. But yeah, I would say watch them, check them out if you don't know Donut Operator and you don't know Moist Critical. I mean, if you're watching my video and you don't know what those are, then I would strongly recommend. See, like those plants were like in the rock, weirdly. But so yeah, I think that's it. I don't really have anything else to talk about, and we're running low on the episode, so I think that's gonna be it for me. I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next episode. Other than that, I'll see you later.